She's fine and dandy. Gonna try me or you'll never know. There's all the music and we good to go. Next door from the corner shop, there's a rub-a-dub-dub, 6 stars in the bathtub.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Feddy S and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Feddy S, are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Feddy S.
Welcome to the Midday Show. Yes, this is my birthday hat. My hat.
You wear it well.
What are we in March, right?
Yeah, we
This
are.
is my birthday hat because we're going to do Christmas in July this year. Christmas in July. We're going to do a party. We're going to have a Christmas party in July. Now, that's a tradition. That happened in New York. We used to do Christmas in July all the time. Now, you're from Jersey.
Well, no, I grew up in Jersey, but I lived in New York
You
for
went to NYU.
decades, yeah.
That's why I like you, because you went to my alma
I
mater.
did. I went to NYU.
I was there before you. This is Janet filling in for Dawn, who is up at the wedding of the century in New Jersey. New Jersey, right? You seem to know where she is.
I don't know. I heard.
I
the
can't
kids.
hear you. You're not talking to a mic.
I'm not from New Jersey. I'm from London. Oh, you're from New Jersey.
That's where I was born. Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Nothing. Nothing. This is life.
So we have Sally on the set today. You're going to have Inside the Mind. Still Inside the Mind, or are we going to call it something else?
We can call it whatever you like.
No, we had a good name for it.
We
What
have
was
another name for it,
What
but
is
I
it,
didn't know if he
Jane?
wants to
do
display
you
the
wanna-
name
What's the
yet.
other
Yes, it would be good.
Yeah, what is it?
The new name is Inside the Creative Mind.
Yes, creative
Inside the
mind.
creative mind.
You like that?
I kind of do. It opens it
That
up a
opens
little
up
bit
new-
more.
So more people.
More
Yeah, it opens it up to new avenues. That's kind
areas of
I got the
Steve.
person you're going to be interviewing today.
Who?
Inside the Creative Mind. I ain't telling you yet. I'll
You never
surprise
do.
you.
Well, I'm going to use my
nothing new.
powers.
You're going to use what powers?
Powers that have been bestowed upon me.
She's going to use
She's
her
hilarious.
power.
I mean, and this is, I haven't had any coffee.
Yeah.
Sally, what were you drinking before you got here?
Not a thing. I didn't even have my coffee this morning. Water.
You just had water? Wow.
Where's Danny? The show, I'm going to spread the butter out today, so be prepared to go on camera. Don't be hiding. Where's Danny? Danny, I got 16 texts about your open for Impulso with Janet. The open with the lights and all this was pretty intense.
Yeah, the comments were pretty good when I was done with the show.
Yeah, Stacy was she was hopping. She got in. She enjoyed that whole minute. She says, I'm going to what? I'm going to what? Come to do a podcast and you're dancing in the aisle.
Well, you know, it sets the tone.
It does.
It sets the tone.
It makes people more. There used to be a time where Mona Lisa would turn on music and the lights, and there was dancing here. We did it one time. One time. That's it, just one time. Her bandana is a little too tight now. You can't loosen it. Look at. You don't even get a smirk. Ooh, that is such a shiver. That's such a shiver I have. Ooh. She's, she didn't wear that hat. Guns N' Roses hat. We should give that hat to Jay Harmon. He'll wear it. Right, Jay? You will wear it. Yeah.
He's wearing a hat.
Where is the hat? Let's
I'm
get
wearing
the
a hat. I'll wear another hat.
We're gonna put.
I have many hats.
We're gonna.
He's a man of many hats.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's
and of many
funny.
faces and hats.
Sally doesn't wear a hat. She's from
No.
London.
Well, I would if
She's
I
too
had one.
proper.
She
No,
would if she
I-
had one, she said.
Well,
Oh,
not
look,
today.
get her a
though.
hat.
Not today.
I
did
won't
my
wear a
hair. I
hat.
just
They
did
tell
my hair.
me. They tell me that when you come from England, that in order to have an argument, you make an appointment. So Margaret, we should have an argument tonight at 8
Okay,
o'clock.
at maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
So
Okay.
you make appointments when you argue.
Yes.
You do?
No, I don't, of course not. I never even, I didn't want to correct him, but I've never heard that before.
They're very proper.
They are very
Yeah,
proper.
they don't insult you.
Except for Spider Cherry.
Well, Spider
Spider
Cherry is from
Cherry is
another
a little less
dimension. That was the
proper.
song. That was the song that we played and displayed out here. He has another 3 or 4 that he's going to give us to put out there. But that was his latest piece, and it
was
has to do
interesting.
with ADHD medication. He doesn't believe in it, and that's a stand against it.
ADHD meditation.
That's what that was.
Medication.
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 But it could be meditation.
That's
But
what
it's
that was
medication.
about?
Yes.
ADHD, not taking your
not taking
ADHD
it?
medication?
No, that he doesn't believe you should have it because they gave it to him one time when he was a kid. He hit another planet, and that video came out.
Wow.
And so he doesn't believe in it. At the beginning of the video, he shows the medication being given.
I guess
told
I
him he should
missed
have made
that
it.
part.
Yeah, he should have
Yeah.
made it more noticeable.
Yeah,
Because if you don't pay attention to it, it'll go right over your head.
yeah, I missed that part. Wow, that was special.
ADHD medication. You ever had ADHD medication?
I haven't, but I'd love to talk to him about that if he's visiting other planets at the time he had it. That's
Well,
what
you-
I know about.
And I just love to talk to him because he looks interesting.
He sure
Well,
does.
He's from
He will
England.
be here next week. He's actually going to be doing a podcast called Inside the Spider's Den.
No.
For what?
For real?
Well, I'd love to. Well,
Inside
what
the
day is
spider's
he
den.
here?
Inside the spider's
We don't know yet.
den.
We're putting it together because he's a little shy, believe it or not.
He's shy.
He's
Yeah.
shy.
Shy.
Yeah,
Can
he
you
does
imagine
that.
if he wasn't shy?
He's very intelligent. He's
Thank
quick
God
wit,
he's shy.
and he's humorous. He's funny, but he's a little bit shy. So he never put his videos out until recently.
I
So
can
he only had
understand.
250 followers, and he put it out, and now he has 1,500 followers, and he's like freaking out. He's like,
Wow.
wow, people. Yeah, but I've been to his places where he's played like a dozen different places. He's sold out.
Right.
Hundreds of people around him. So I says, you don't.
Is this his
have it."
normal attire? How he's dressed?
No, that's just the video.
Oh.
That's what happens when you take ADHD medicine.
I get it.
The inner you.
Well, he was at the event the other day.
He came in.
Yeah.
He spoke. He said he was from England. Yeah, I know.
I asked him
He
to
was
come.
at the event.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked him to come to the event so
That's
he
right.
could see
I
what we
met
do
him.
on the road.
I did
Yeah.
meet him.
And he was not dressed that way.
No, he was not. I would have remembered.
Yes.
I asked him if he had a spider costume, and he looked at me. He says, "No, I'm not Spider-Man." I mean, he's funny. He's a funny guy, but nonetheless, Inside the Den. That was the first song. We're gonna be playing a couple of songs. CC is not feeling well. Apparently, he came down with stomach bug.
Oh, no.
So I told him to stay
Oh
home.
dear.
And Jay came to see him. Well, there you have it. Best laid plans.
Oh,
See,
well.
it's better not to lay plans because that's what happens.
Yeah, we'll just have to, have another date. That's it.
Now, you guys did your show last week,
We do it every week.
but
Yeah,
last
we
week,
do.
who did you have on last week?
What?
Who'd you have on last week? Why don't you-
Laurie,
Laurie, yeah.
yeah, and how was that?
it was wonderful.
She's not an easy interview because Laurie. She
Oh,
goes
she's
on-
I
very
think she's
good.
Is
really
she?
good. Yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of know her very well at this
She knows
point,
her
yeah.
stuff really well.
Yeah, she
And,
does.
and she,
She's a lovely, lovely girl.
yeah.
She
very
is.
nice.
She's
Did
very
you see
sweet.
any? Did you give her any readings or anything like that?
No, not directly,
Well,
but
you
I know
guys did a
I
couple
kind
of
of we do
hugs.
it, yeah, because I feel her energy and she feels mine
Yeah.
very much.
So what'd you tell her to play lotto or?
No, I don't. I don't do that.
Can you give me the lotto numbers?
I don't. It's maybe for myself, but you can see I'm sitting here. Probably not. No, I love the cafe, but I would be out on not a cruise, but I'd be
She's
somewhere.
sitting here, so
She'd
that's why she's not
abandon
on
No,
the
I don't
window.
mean that. I would be on
Not a lotto
vacation.
window.
I am on vacation a lot, so
But you go on a lot of sea cruises. You're all over the
no,
ocean.
not anymore.
Not anymore. That's over.
Because you got sick, right?
Oh,
100%.
Wait, you got sick and Steve got sick.
We both did. I'm not here to knock cruise ships, but for me personally, I'm done.
So do you want to take planes? I mean, they're falling out of the sky.
Well,
You see
this
the
is
latest
true,
one?
but there's not as many people sitting on a plane as on a cruise ship.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
planes now, they land upside down, and you get your
Well, we
luggage right
wouldn't
away.
even get in a car.
burst
you
into
know.
flames now.
Did you see the latest one? It burst into flame. It landed on
Oh,
fire
yeah, I
People were
saw
coming
that.
out the
They
wing.
were on the wing, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
because it was on fire.
Oh, wow.
Now that
was
wing
crazy.
is where the fuel is. So to get on there when the damn thing's on fire,
That's
not too coachy.
yeah.
No, I agree.
That thing goes up, it's all over.
No, those pictures were terrible.
And you can't take trains either because there was another derailment in Wisconsin. So I guess the
So we just stay
entire
put. Let's just.
walk.
Well, we've had a fire one time, what didn't reach here, but we're safe in here.
There's a fire in Jersey right now.
Is there a big one?
Yeah. Something like 100 acres or something. It's
Really?
in the middle of
Where?
it. And it's funny because they say, oh, we have it 20% contained, but it's not an emergency. Yeah, I mean, what's going to burn in Jersey? Chemicals?
Come on, my son lives there.
Yeah, there's a fire in Jersey. Look it up. True
Wow.
story.
Where? Where in Jersey?
All right. It's all English to me.
It's all English to you.
Florida has fires too, don't they?
Yeah.
They have
we
control
had-
fires, or
Along with the hurricane.
they burn the sugar cane, fires, floods.
Well, they have planned fires. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but they have had in the Everglades once in a while, right?
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
anybody here live by the Everglades, heading towards the Everglades? Don't you go out west?
No, I'm just as far as 441, no further.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
far.
live around there too.
It was.
441?
but Yeah,
Just
yeah,
before
Yeah, that's
441.
right. We were.
Did the Everglades move, or is it? More west?
No, I don't
I think they're
I
trying
don't
to
think they
push
moved.
it west.
But it is further west
that
than
would
that.
hit the news.
They
if it
keep
moved.
building developments and it keeps getting pushed west.
Well,
Sally,
like
you
this.
moved the Everglades?
Yes, I can. Everglades move.
You should go there. The mosquitoes are tremendous.
I used to work actually out that way a long time
You used to
ago.
work out there?
Near the Everglades, yes.
Really? What'd you do
I used to
there?
take tours around there.
Tours?
I was a type of a tour guide.
Oh, you were a tour guide for the
Well,
Everglades?
no, not for the Everglades, but
Oh.
where I was working, we used to take them on a tour around the Everglades.
Properties?
Done a lot of things.
For
yes,
properties?
Properties, yes.
And
done
would you
a
have a
lot.
pet alligator?
No, but I left somebody who was rude to me near the alligator.
They're still there.
I had to pick them up, and I took my time.
Oh my God.
No, not quite.
Did you see the guy, the cop? There was a police call, 911. He went out there. The pizza delivery guy was stuck in his car. There was an alligator underneath his car.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So he wouldn't get out of the car. So the cop went over and he says, "What's the matter?" He says, "I'm not delivering this pizza. There's an alligator underneath me." He says, "Give me the pizza." That cop delivered the pizza.
The cop delivered the pizza.
he get the tip?
No, the lady says, "Here, give this to the pizza guy." He says, "You give it to him." There's an alligator.
An alligator came into someone's house the other day. That was on the news
Really?
too. Yeah,
Here?
it was about 2 days ago. I think it was here because they walk around here.
That's crazy. We constantly have in our community alerts that there's been an alligator
Really?
sighting in one of the, the little man-made lakes.
They're not that far from me. We have an alligator in the lake. Once in a while, it'll show up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a commercial break because I got somebody who came in here. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll find out whose alligator is it. We'll play the he said, she said game.
All right.
All right?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
AMP Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
In a world where finding reliable and compassionate home care can be overwhelming, Sunshine Home Care Services stands as a beacon of hope. That's why we've partnered with professional nurses, physical rehabilitation centers, and medical offices to ensure their patients receive the very best in home care. At Sunshine Home Care Services, our mission is simple yet profound: to support and enhance the lives of our clients. We genuinely enhance the quality of and offer a comprehensive suite of 26 services tailored to meet every need. We go beyond the basics with health monitoring, emotional support, pet care, and home safety checks. Sunshine Home Care Services is more than just a service. It's a partnership in care. We invite you to experience the difference a compassionate team can make. For a personal consultation, call us today at 561-821-5811.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back. And Janet, let me ask, you're doing Impulso Latino with Janet, and I didn't even ask you about your show airs when?
On Fridays at 11 a.m.
And today you did something different from the other 4 shows that you've done.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you why.
So we did it in English because my guest doesn't speak Spanish.
Well, that's
so
a
that's a good reason,
why,
right? But I thought that she would be a wonderful guest today, Stacy Luces. She is a coach for transitions, for mostly women in transition. it's Women's History Month. I met her at the Hispanic Entrepreneur Initiative when I went to their symposium, and she was a panelist, and she gave a very inspiring talk about her life, and I mean, this woman is a powerhouse. She's worked for the Pentagon, she's been in corporate America, all over the place. Then she had a big health scare, and she had to rearrange her life and really.
She flatlined.
She did. She
Twice.
flatlined on the table twice during surgery. And then she realized that her life wasn't what she wanted to be. She moved to Florida from DC and completely rearranged her life, started her own business, became an entrepreneur, and she's a coach now. She's amazing. I just thought she would be a great guest. She's an immigration story, just like most of our stories are immigrants, but she is from Trinidad. So I thought she would be a great guest, and I made an exception, and we went for English.
That was actually a good show, and she said something that was really interesting. She said, we all view ourselves as a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, well, she basically starts off by saying, if you needed a life-saving surgery, and I told you that I have this great surgeon, he's a 5 out of 10, would you take him?
Nope.
No. If you were in the market to be dating, and I said, oh, I have this great girl for you, she's a solid 5 out of 10.
I would date her.
You would date her? Well, most people would say no. But we all settle for a 5 life. If we examine our lives and we realize that we have a 5 life, we're not doing what fuels our passion, well, we're doing the same thing.
But the only question I have for her was, what if I view somebody as a 9? Not a 5.
Then you're good. Go date them.
But now I feel hesitant to say, oh, you're an 8, a 7, a 9. Because she says, so I said to her, I introduced myself as Mr. 5.
Mr. 5.
Is
that like Mr. 305? Like
yeah, 305 in Miami.
Yeah, like Pitbull. He calls himself Mr. 305.
So you're a 5, Sally.
Don't tell her she's a 5.
That's
we all
okay.
are. We have to grow and go. So when you meet somebody, they're
That's a
5.
compliment. I could have been a 4.
No, what she's saying is don't settle for being a 5 in your
Oh,
life.
you think we all settle for 5s?
That's what
I
she's
see
saying.
she's
You guys
I
think
thought
you're
it's the other way
5s or
around.
more?
That we don't accept it if we're given a choice.
Right,
You know,
that's
this is a
true.
5. Do you want it? Most people will say no.
Right.
But
we
How do
don't-
you view yourself?
In
How do you
our
view
own
yourself?
lives.
What number are you?
what does that mean?
Well, she says, she asked me, I says, I'm a 9. She says, no, you're not. I said, holy smoke. She said, no, you're not. She says, 5 for you is pushing it. I'm like,
Wow.
damn.
5 for you is pushing it? That's what she said. She didn't say that. She's too sweet to say that.
Stacy, I love you too.
She did not say that.
It's funny because verbiage is all about interpretation, right? So if somebody says something and you respond to it, I guess your interpretation of that something is really what it works. So there was a show called He Said, She Said. I don't want to jump on that because that belongs to somebody else now, apparently. But there's a point of view for everything.
Yeah.
Men have a point of view, women have a point of view.
For
So
sure.
I wanted to play a word game with you guys and see what you think. There's 2 women, 2 men. If they want to play, it's okay too. But women have a tendency of saying, or men have a tendency of saying, either or, can you listen to me without interrupting me? Now, they either think it or say it. Who says it more, the man or the woman? You think the woman do?
I think the women say that more.
Sally?
I think women do.
So that means that men interrupt women?
Yeah.
Men interrupt women.
Well, if you're saying it, it has to mean that men interrupt women. Right?
Right. Well, women, I have to say, probably sometimes interrupt men.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be a little pregnant. It's every one or the other. So if a woman believes that they're not being listened to because they're constantly being interrupted, so should men listen more?
Yes.
For sure.
In my case, and if he's watching, yes, absolutely.
So men don't listen enough. You believe that's true, Mr.
No, because I listen.
You do listen. Okay, so when other women talk, you listen to everything they have to say.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Unless, unless, well, you've had relationships, right? And after a while,
Once in a
it gets
while.
to be
Hold your mic up.
you know, and you listen and
Okay,
you
now
nod
you
and-
see, you just started off the whole conversation.
There you go.
It just went downhill.
I know, but I'm just saying this
You
happens.
started so well, Jay.
But okay, let's cut that and go back. Okay,
Bad. This
yeah.
is true. This is a woman talking to a man. This is what we view.
But not just all women.
Not all women, not all men.
I
Either.
have a solution for
Yes,
that,
what is
which
that?
I do. Steve, if you're listening, you know I'm telling the truth. I'll talk and talk. First of all, he says he's hard of hearing, but I'm in the other ear that I'm talking to. I then answer myself, and he said, "What did you say to yourself?"
Oh,
so then he wanted. I
you hold up
reversed
both
it.
parts of
I
the
reversed.
conversation?
Well, no, but at that point, if he's not listening and I've been talking for 5 minutes, I say, "Okay, Sally, that was a good idea," and he'll hear that.
Okay, so I know for a fact that women have this tendency, I shouldn't even say that's a bad word, but they have this natural habit, if they're not being listened to in their belief, that they will make the idea the guy's idea so that then they hear what she's trying to say.
And are you looking for confirmation? on
I'm
that?
asking, is that a true thing?
Janet, you go first.
I think that's a tremendous strategy, and it works very well.
Yeah, well, you seem to do it very well. Yes?
Why? Have I done that to you?
More than once. More than once.
Okay, wow, he noticed.
And there it is. And there's the confirmation. Had that ever happened to you, Mr. Harmon?
What? That
They make it your idea, so you come up with an idea. That's what they've been expressing, but you haven't been listening.
and so that they make me believe that it was my idea.
Of course.
And then if it was my idea, it's okay.
Yes, that way you listen to what they've been trying to tell you.
Well, I mean, I will do that, but I will also listen if they have a good idea. I'm not going to.
No, we already went down that road, and you were the yap. You listen once in a while.
But I'm saying I'm both ways on that particular thing because I will listen, but I will also accept an idea if they
No,
say
you
I
have
had a
to
good
take.
idea.
You have to take a step. You can't be both. Everything I'm about to ask you can go both ways.
I'm
That's
Pisces,
easy.
okay?
But hang on, do
I'm
you
Libra, very
do you think you're a good listener?
I am a very good listener. Unfortunately, I listen, but I don't say anything, so people think I'm not listening. Because I don't always overreact to what somebody tells me.
So why? You mull it over before you react?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I say, they're either looking for a reaction, so I don't say nothing. Or if I say something that's going to go against what the person is trying to tell me, or I agree. I say, oh, this is a great idea. So, one of the three steps.
Well,
But normally I don't say anything. I just listen.
So
Yeah.
what do you do if you disagree?
That's an interesting. Dawn's always telling me I disagree. If I disagree, I give you a different point of view. I try to give you a different point of view. Sometimes it lands, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just gotta let people do what they do.
How I find out, I don't know if other people do this. If I'm talking, I'm not just referring to Steve, but I'm with him more than anyone else. I'll talk to him and I get no answer. So then I'll say other than what I said. So what do you think of that idea?
Or
It
you
may
come
not have
straight
even
out.
been an idea.
And does he tell you?
I'm sorry, I was doing something else.
Well, that's him not listening.
That's how you know he wasn't listening.
So I know he's not listening.
It's called a
I
plant.
hope he's not listening now.
It's called a plant. I knew a doctor. I met him in Greece, and me and my ex-wife were in our honeymoon, and there was a whole table of people, and we were eating, and they were having conversations, and nobody was listening. Nobody. So he started some random conversation about a woman having birth on the table, and watched the pancreas come out of her ears.
Oh my God.
All this stuff.
What?
So he's saying all this, and the only one that listened to him saying this stuff was me.
And what were you saying to this?
I looked at him and I said, that's odd. And I said, did you just say? And he looked at me. He says, you're the only one. And he's true. There was 20 people at this table. I was the only one
who listening
heard
to
him
this?
say that. Even my ex-wife. I said, did you hear what he said? She said, no.
So what was everybody doing?
Eating and talking among themselves, and the vino and the this and the that, getting into their food. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess they didn't find him interesting. All right, the other one, another one. Women always need emotional support. More than men or less than men? You can only pick one or the other. This is a one way up or one way down. It's a yes, yes, no, no.
Women need more emotional support.
You believe that?
I believe that.
Sally?
I have to say the same. That's kind of picking both, but half.
No, Sally. One or the other. Yes or no?
Probably women.
Women? And Mrs.
I don't-
Valedictorian here? Class 5?
If I have to choose, I'm going to say women, but I think both need.
Yeah,
emotional
both is always
support.
the easy way out. But women need more emotional support than men, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But it actually applies to the person. I mean,
I heard that.
What do you
Gina, what do
think?
you think?
He
No,
thinks
you got to
everyone.
pick one or the other. Don't be Switzerland.
He has no mic, so
Well,
nobody
no, you
hears.
can tell me. What do you ladies think? Women need more emotional support than men? Yeah?
I feel like men know how to hide it better. Act like they don't need emotional. Don't do the camera.
That's why. He said that he feels that men need emotional support. But
And I agree with him.
yeah.
I agree
That's
that
why I
men
said
need,
both.
Men know how to hide it, so you think that we don't need it.
Well, I agree that men need more emotional support because we're afraid. You know, we're a very confused species. We never understand what a woman's thinking. And we always end up, well, we always end up blaming ourselves for not being able to understand people.
No, and culturally, men are trained to not need emotional support.
Well,
or
who
to
trained
act
you?
Tough.
No, I know guys that were
Society.
raised by their moms
Yeah,
and they have
society.
plenty.
Okay, I have a question. Do you, as a man, feel that women always know what we're thinking?
100%.
They always know.
Women are the most clever people, things, whatever, on the planet.
species.
Species on the planet. Species with thumbs on the planet. Yeah, because a woman has thumbs. They are clever, they are smart, they can outthink you. The only problem with a lady is that her emotions get involved and it slows the roll. If they didn't have emotional slowing them down, I happen to think that women are smarter than men, but guys get mad at me for saying that.
I think women are more emotionally intelligent than men, and that's why in the aspect of what you were saying, I think they are better at like handling a lot of situations.
Do you think that men need more emotional support or women?
Emotional support. I think men need more emotional intelligence training, like understanding certain things and not like the emotion that they go to being anger. You know, like she was saying that I think society has made men have like that macho.
Yeah, so we go back to the societal training.
And that they tend to hide a lot of things, and so like their main go-to of any emotion is anger, which is not
Or
great.
stoicism.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: men are closer to their daughters, and sons are closer to their moms. Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
think that's true? No.
Yes, that's
Yes.
true. I love my mom.
Yes. No.
Put me up on the screen, please.
Yes or no? Men are closer to their dads, and women are closer to their dads, and boys are closer to their
I don't
moms.
necessarily think that's true. I think it just depends on like your relationship with whoever, right?
Okay. Are you closer to your mom or your dad?
I'm close to both of my
Both.
parents.
Okay. Well, that's one way of looking at it. You're closer to your mom or your dad?
I'm a mama's boy.
Mom or dad?
Well, my daughter is very close to me.
Okay.
I was closer to my father, I think.
And you?
I'm close to both my parents.
Now, the funny thing is that when you're closer to your mom, you get to feel emotional training,
Yeah.
right? So women are closer to their dads. They get less emotional training and more, how do you say, strength training.
Oh, but men are very emotionally supportive to their daughters.
That's what I'm saying. It depends. Like,
It's a different relationship.
Uh-huh.
So I think men are much more emotionally supportive to their daughters than to anyone else in their lives.
What about
even
their
their wife?
Yeah. You think they're the more, right?
Yeah,
That's
I do.
interesting.
I do.
You saved me a visit to the psychiatrist's office. You just told me something that was very relevant.
I mean, when I went to NYU, like
Yeah.
you did, I was taught that in sales, you have to look at who you're dealing with,
Of
whether
course.
it's male or female, And then you have to try to understand where they're closest, because if the person you're talking to is closer to their moms, they're going to be more emotional thinkers. If they're closer to their dads, they're going to be more on point with the distrust, a lot of distrust when it comes in that direction. So it changes stuff. And it explains about you trying to get along with other people.
Yeah.
I think that's a big problem in our society. Would you say there's so many divorces in the last 20 years that somebody's raising the kids, one or the other parent, more, single parent?
Yes.
Right?
Probably, yeah.
So that single parent has to be mom and dad. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So if your mom is raising you, you're going to have a certain look. If your dad is raising you, you're going to have another look.
That's
Yeah,
how it
also
was with
during
my
COVID,
son.
when kids were homeschooled, you know, they saw one parent most of the time.
That's right. Now, you're a teacher.
Yes.
So you teach individual kids at what age?
Well, right now, I'm teaching elementary.
Okay, do you
K1.
see kids have changed in the last 5 years? Because you've been doing it a while.
Yeah, pretty much. I think kids are still kids. I mean, you know, when they're little. I used to teach middle school, and that's a whole different animal there, because those kids, I don't know if they're close to anybody. But it's a whole different
So it has
thing.
changed.
But you're teaching kids who are kindergarten and first grade. So during COVID, they were infants. They were or 1 year old. So they really weren't affected too much by COVID.
Yeah, they were after COVID.
Yeah,
They were
so
after COVID.
I would imagine that kids who were maybe 4 or 5 years old during COVID and didn't get the socialization
I have talked to teachers who now have what they call COVID babies. And they said that they are just, it's crazy.
they're socially inept, right?
You know, yeah.
The kids are socially inept?
Yeah.
That's why they talk on their phones and stuff?
Well, no. During COVID, they had no exposure. They had no exposure to other children.
I can see that.
And they had no exposure other than their own parents, but their parents were probably trying to figure out how do I work from home? How do I make money if they lost their jobs? And so they kind of fell through the cracks of, no attention paid to them.
But doesn't it continue now, because the phones with everything, social media, they're interacting with people that they don't even know. If someone says, I like what you have on, they're taking that, into their mind, and oh great, that's okay. Whereas somebody else, I mean, you're getting all different points of view.
And they probably had a lot more screen time than they otherwise would have had, because, they would have been going to school, they would have been on play dates, they would have been, so they're socially inept. And in the first 6 years of life, you learn more than ever.
But are parents then taking a bigger role to fill the void?
They should, but not every parent has the time to.
And they're frustrated themselves because they're stuck at home, so the atmosphere itself isn't conducive, to somebody having kids, babies. It was
I think we
difficult
have
for them, I'm sure.
I think we have a mental health crisis.
We do.
And
it stems from before that, because this is my belief anyway. I mean, when you're on a phone and you're just interacting to people on a phone that you don't know, other than going out into a playground where they should be.
But hold on, because COVID was 5 years ago?
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're 20 or 21, that takes you to 15. What happened from 15 down?
The telephone.
The telephone
Social
changed
media,
things.
yeah,
The
social
phone.
media, absolutely.
Yeah.
in my
Social
opinion,
media, using your thumbs.
Because you don't have to interact. It's easier, and it's like behind a mask, right? So they can say what they want.
Yeah.
So if we were to talk about,
that they can.
if we were to talk about 15-year-olds forward, what's going to happen to the kids being birthed now? What can you expect is going to be given as a society? I mean, if we're so that whole area right now is COVID driven, it's phone driven. What happens to the new kids? Do we go back and take away the phones? What do we do?
I listened on the news the other day that many schools today are taking the phones away from kids, and they're finding now.
But is it too late to do that?
No,
now?
because they're actually seeing that they're socializing much better.
You shouldn't have your phone in school anyway. When I was in high
Right.
school,
Agreed.
whatever, you're not allowed to have it out or anything like that.
Well, you're above the bubble. Below you to let's say 10 is the bubble that we're really discussing.
What do you mean below?
In other words, you understand that you don't need your phone. You tell a 18-year-old today you can't put your phone on, they go nuts.
I mean, I feel like people of my generation too are kind of like that. It's
Think
just
so?
we grew up in the age of technology. That we all are addicted to our cell phone or anything like that, computers, technology. I don't necessarily think it hasn't had an effect, of course. Like, I think we've lost a sense of like community in terms of like actually going out and like interacting. But like, I don't know. I think there's benefits and cons, obviously, to the era that we live in.
So how do we communicate towards your age group? I mean, if you have to work
like this.
Yeah, I mean, do you communicate with your thumbs? I mean, do you have verbiage? How do you communicate?
I'm confused at what you mean.
Different ways. You're talking about our generation?
Yeah, how does our generation communicate with your generation so that you understand? Like, they tell me all the time in here, they don't understand a word I'm saying. So what I'll do is I'll talk to one of them, maybe him or her, and they'll translate what I say.
So where's the miscommunication?
Well, because
They're not
they don't understand
your
what I'm
words.
So text them.
I think
Just gonna laugh.
there's a different miscommunication. You just don't understand what you're trying to get across or say. Not necessarily like a barrier of like age or something like that.
Well, he gets me.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes I look at him and I don't have to say a word and he gets it. But I look at them sometimes.
Well, you're
and they
very
won't.
in tune, I guess.
Well, I understand him, I guess. I
You
understand where he's
and
coming
he understands
from.
you.
He should have been born in my era.
If I was, boy.
Freddie, I think a lot of
But
times
he's like an old soul, G-Man. He
your
really
sense
is.
of humor goes right over their heads.
Well, yeah, because you and I
get it.
You get it. I know.
I mean, when I'm watching you, I'm cracking up, and they're like, huh? You know?
I know.
But that is a generational gap sometimes.
I know, but it bothers me because I can't land a joke or I can't land an idea because they don't get me. It's very frustrating.
You guys don't get him.
They don't get me. I feel emotionally, emotionally strapped.
He's not
Unsupported.
emotionally supported
I'm
at
not
the
emotionally supported.
workplace.
So you need to FaceTime with them or text them, and then they'll
They're
get
standing
it.
in front of me,
Doesn't
Sally.
matter. They get it. Am I correct?
Well, I gotta talk to them on my phone. It's gonna change the language.
That's not criticism. They were brought up that way. Not so much the people.
Maybe
here.
there's a translation app that can go from one generation
That's
to the other.
exactly.
I gotta talk slang.
Like they
Now,
do the
now I gotta ask: do you understand Dawn better than me?
I understand both of you perfectly fine. I don't know what you're
Good
talking about of like the generation or gap or something.
Does Dawn ever say something and you guys are like, "What the hell is she talking about?" Ever happened to you?
No.
Gato, no? Gato don't even listen to me. Like I tell you, that's how he communicates. He throws sugar at me. Get away.
Gato's doing the guy thing where he pretends he's listening.
Hold on, I gotta turn on my Gato. Okay, thank you.
Now you know he's listening.
No, I just wanted to know if you listen more to Dawn because she's female, she delivers differently. Like with Sally, Sally tells people things about their guys and what have you. It's just different. So.
It doesn't hit different?
Not different? None? Not whatsoever? What about you, Mona Lisa? Look at that smile on that one. Look at that.
I don't know.
No? Yes? No?
I'm hearing that Freddie isn't getting enough
Not
emotional
enough.
support in the workplace.
Absolutely.
Freddie doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. We say things and whatever, and he's like, no.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
getting.
understand the explanations they give me sometimes.
So it's the other way
it's
around.
the other way. It's the other way. It's the
So
other way
you're not
around.
understanding them.
Yeah, and they don't understand me either. Like, I'll give them a saying from the day. Now, you'll know the sayings that I say from the day. There's certain things
So
you
say
can't
one.
say. No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I heard one this morning, and I can't repeat it.
Yeah.
Say
You're
something
good.
you can repeat. You can't.
Which is the one I said this morning?
Huh?
Say the one I said this morning.
On the air?
Yeah.
You want me to actually say it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, all you did, you just looked at somebody and said, eat that muffin.
Oh, boy.
Put the muffin in your mouth is what I said.
Oh,
Put the muffin in your mouth. Yeah, something like that.
Now, back in the day, that's what people used to say. In other words, they didn't say shut up. They said put the muffin in your mouth. But that was back in the day, is what you used to say. But he got it. He was laughing in the corner.
But it's like, it's one of these things that,
But I'll give you one. Where's the beaver lady?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
You brought that up. You were beaver hunting.
Nothing to do with anything.
It was beaver hunting.
I literally said I used to hunt beavers.
Oh.
And you said you went into this whole tangent on beaver hunting and how
then Sarah was like, "Oh,
That
we
is a
were
generational
eating
thing.
something different, and we didn't know." And then it was this whole thing. But that's on you because you kept saying.
But why is it on me? It's a thing
'Cause
from
you
the
put
past.
My simple. I used to hunt beavers way out of
Well,
proportion.
we used to hunt beaver too, in New York City. There were alligators in the sewer in New York. Didn't you know this? Beavers, alligators, all sorts of squirrels. They came from Jersey.
Rats.
Hey.
Rats were walking in two-legged.
It all depends on your connotation of what you're
Discussing.
saying and how you.
It's
pick it up.
funny how you understand my connotation.
Yeah,
You understand it.
I do. I mean, I know what you're saying.
You know what I was trying
It's
to say?
hilarious.
Wow. All right. I guess it's me.
But I think people from our generation probably have a whole. Our parents probably thought that they didn't understand us because we talked
for
weird.
sure.
And
Yeah, but we were brought up.
Dialect.
We were.
You're never gonna understand what
We
we're
were
saying.
brought up
Yeah.
very differently.
No, they got their own verbiage, their own language. They have like these words. They say this guy is like an encyclopedia, but they understand it.
Too.
You do.
Well, because
You
it's
did the same
today
too.
it's-
Every generation has made up their own version of vocabulary, slang, phrases, and that's why we think your slang is like, "What the heck did you just say?" and vice versa.
Well, I got to do my slang just to keep even because some of the things you guys say, I say yes. and
I
walk
see a
away and say,
very
"What
big
the
problem.
hell?"
I see a very big problem with this.
Well, we're trying to communicate. Don't be looking at no problem at me.
No. I see a very big problem.
It sometimes is a little interesting. Like when we go on shoots and there are certain verbiage. Gio knows because he kept a book, so he looks up things that I say.
Oh.
He says, "Oh, that's what you mean."
You're keeping a book of
Yeah, because I make
Freddyisms?
up. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Because I make up words, but I do it because I'm thinking so fast I can't. But some of the things that they say, like they watch these cartoons. What is that? Anime.
They call it anime.
anime.
And I watch anime. You can't call it cartoons because you call it cartoons, you get upset.
No, it's not a
Yeah,
cartoon.
they get very
I
upset.
know that
that's
for
one
myself.
thing I do not understand at all.
Not a cartoon.
It's an anime.
It's
I
an
don't get
anime.
it.
It's a Japanese cartoon.
I know what it is. I just
Now
don't
back,
get it.
back in the day, we used to watch Giganto. Those were all Japanese animes, but we used to call them cartoons.
When you was watching Tom and Jerry.
Yes. What's wrong with Tom and Jerry?
No, we used to watch.
Tom and Jerry was fun.
Gigantor was but Gigantor was an anime. The Mach 5 was an anime. You remember the Mach 5, Speed Racer?
Oh, Speed Racer, yeah. Yeah,
Speed
yeah,
Racer was an anime.
Oh, yeah,
Speed Racer.
No, it was an
Speed Racer was
anime.
an
It's
anime?
an anime version.
It was an early anime, very
Early. Because what I see from anime is that they cut into segments. So the guy is like fighting and then they cut into something. It's like slivers.
Yeah.
It's like
It's what I saw.
Well, what about like Ninja Turtles?
That's not an anime.
That's a cartoon.
Borderline, or is that?
No, that's a cartoon.
Animes of Ninja Turtles.
Oh, they
have
do?
Anime ninjas, turtles.
So what makes it an anime? The fact that it's a Japanese?
Style of animation.
It's the style of how they present it. Now, does
So
it
that
have
very sharp lines
sharp
and all
cuts?
that, yeah.
It's like a picture, ping and ping, and it's like pictures, like picture art.
What's up, dog? You know that, the cartoon.
That's
they say-
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. That goes back.
But Bugs Bunny and the
six
Oh,
Flintstones.
what's up, Doc?
Those are cartoons. Those are
Looney
cartoons.
Tunes.
Now let me ask you: in anime, is it the message that's important?
Yes, it's all about it.
It's about the message, right? Because I see this guy gets into these deep conversations with them. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but it has to do something with society.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Different societal.
Isn't it just like good versus evil?
Most of the time.
It's like
Versus evil.
it's like the brain that's like an anime brain controlling
You
minds.
gotta live life sometimes. Like, do good unto others, be a good person, different stuff.
Yeah.
And the fight scene comes, you're like, okay.
No, I saw an animated film a couple years ago that was really well done, but I guess you wouldn't call it anime, but it was very different. It was Spider-Man in the Ultraverse or whatever it was.
Oh,
that-
Spider-Man into the thingamabobbers.
That wasn't anime, but it was sure different.
That's cartoon.
Okay, but it was sure well done.
It's good. Style, the different types of multiverses he went to,
Yeah.
you probably would have caught yourself.
But a
anime.
cartoon
Yeah.
is long, right? It's like non-stop, a cartoon? And an anime has like chop up visions?
Nah, he's talking
A cartoon.
About, he's talking about like how in anime.
being misunderstood.
How you see it? When you see a cartoon, it's like Bugs Bunny. That's a cartoon. Sure. Okay. So an anime is like slivers. Like here's one scene, here's another scene, because I don't see an anime being.
No, it is. It's a.
It's just it's like a 30-minute cartoon.
Yeah,
It's a
but it's
show.
it's just a
30 minutes.
style of animation.
I think what you're trying to say is like it's more like cuts and
Yes.
camera shots.
Is that
Right.
true?
Yes.
Okay,
the
so okay, I
angles
got
are
it right.
different.
It's more like a long shot.
Correct.
Shot.
Right.
For animes, there's different POVs.
Yeah.
I guess it
Different
also
camera angles.
depends. You could watch a cartoon that's like that though, an animation style that's like that. I've watched cartoons or
I'm thinking of a
animations that
cartoon
are like
right now
that.
has that.
I don't know if a
Anime.
cartoon that does that.
I'm thinking of it. I don't think of it.
Like Mach 5, like Speed Racer and Giganto. These were all animes back in the days in the 70s.
Those are cartoons that were animes, pretty much, like you said. They didn't know they were animes because Speed Racer is from Japan.
Yes.
Speed
Yeah,
Racer
it
from
is.
Japan. I didn't even know that.
Yes.
It's Japanese anime.
Yes.
They just
So
said
is
it's
Gigantor from
Gigantor,
Japan.
yeah.
Also
And
from
Power
Japan.
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers
all of
too?
that is from Japan.
That's from Japan. The Japanese version is Ultraman. We turned it to Power
Into
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
It's interesting. I mean, just the.
I remember when my kids were little, they had these this show or whatever they watch called Teletubbies.
Oh my
I
God.
remember that.
Now, where is that from?
But that's not even a cartoon.
No.
I don't know what
That's
that was.
that's
That
like a
was just
kid's
weird.
But there
game.
was a lot
Yeah.
of messages.
That
They
was awful.
They actually stopped it, I believe. There was a lot of undertone messages in there.
Yeah.
My grandchildren.
Yeah,
were
because
little.
it was just
I
very
mean, weird
weird.
messages.
My son used to watch that.
Teletubbies?
The Teletubbies.
Yeah.
That was a weird show.
That was strange, yeah.
Yeah. Very weird.
What do you watch now?
Anime,
Which one?
cartoons.
Which one?
Crunchyroll. That plays in my house all the time.
What's a country roll?
Crunchyroll is an anime app. It has all the animes.
So what do you watch on it?
Solo Leveling. Bro, I put everybody on Solo Leveling before it turned up.
Okay, so hold on. What is Solo 11?
Solo Leveling.
Leveling. What is that about?
It's about like a weak hunter. There's like these S-class hunters and C-class hunters, A-class hunters. So
What are they hunting?
they're hunting demons and types of
Oh.
bullets.
And how do they kill the demons? With silver bullets or something?
No, this one is more like they have weapons and armors, and they have these gates.
So it's like a video game.
That sounds like an interesting story,
It's a
though.
video game setting, pretty much.
Okay, so is anime based on video games or are video games based on anime?
It's different. It depends.
Depends. There are some anime that came from video
That came
games.
solely from video, like that Ruby game.
Or Castlevania.
Castlevania came from Konami, the video. Yeah.
Okay, now tell me this one, a new one, because my daughter is into this. It's called Pokemon World or something. Pokemon, and she uses her phone and she goes around to these big things, and everybody
that's-
watches their phone and they get all these prizes or stuff.
I
I don't know.
remember they started that in 2015. I was jogging at my park and I just see kids on their phone.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but they would end up in the middle of the
My
street.
daughter's into that.
Yeah.
They would end up in the middle of the street with the cars.
There you go.
In a
Yeah,
mall
there it
or
is.
something.
Yeah, they just go around and
Yeah, that's been out a long time.
So wasn't there a Pokemon Hunter? Because they at the radio station they put it on my phone, and I run downstairs because they told me there was a Pokemon to go catch in the parking lot. Yes.
Yeah, that's what you just saw.
I almost got hit by a truck because I'm chasing this stupid thing and I wasn't looking up, and everybody's laughing at me.
And now there's one where you have to get the cards to see if you could get the better card.
That was like original. That's like the original Pokemon.
Yeah,
That's
but
the original, the trading card.
trading cards.
right, but I see it now on the phone. My stepson, he runs around. Oh, I got this card. I got it.
It's probably the cards mixed up with their mobile device. Like, they
Or you
mix
can
the
play it on
games
your phone
together.
type stuff.
If I heard cards, I thought it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
That too.
Now we're gonna be doing an event on Mayo 5 menos 3, which is May 2nd. Now, back in the day,
Segundo de Mayo.
Segundo de Mayo. Back in the day, it was block parties. Do you guys still flip baseball cards or any kind of card games? I know we used to flip cards. Do you guys play any? You guys know the game War?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
So you know War. So we used to play a game like War with baseball cards and football cards. Do you guys still do that? It was called
I don't know
Colors.
what war is. I just know
You don't know
War.
War? Okay. It's a card game called War.
Basically, you deal out the whole deck.
Yeah.
You play with two people, and then you
Higher
Whoever
card
has
wins.
the higher card gets in. Your goal is to get all of the cards.
So let's say you throw a 3 and I throw a 3. I declare war and you turn over the last one. So I declare war. 4 and the fifth one.
War. It's the game is called War.
See, when you're a kid, you're just saying words. You feel me? Then you grow up and you realize, oh, they're saying words.
Yeah, but it was a game. Now, do you know the word? Do you know the word? The game Skelzies?
No.
You know it?
What is it?
Skelzies. So at the bottom of a chair in school, it has this ring that lets you move it side to side. It's a little ring on the bottom of the chair in school. If you take that thing off, it has a Skelzy top. It's like an aluminum top. And you fill that with a crayon. And sometimes you just put a nickel, depends on how heavy you want it. And then I'll show you what a Skelzy board looks like. We'll draw one out, and you play. You remember Skelzies?
No.
And what do you do?
I miss that grade.
You're supposed to conquer the world. You got to go 1 through 13, and then you try to hit people out and send them out and all this.
You play with pennies?
No, you play with Skelzy tops. Pennies, we used to play on the side of the street.
No, there's
Or
a
the
game
building.
in Jamaica, they call it looty. You play with coins, pennies, and different stuff like that.
And you throw it against the wall?
Nah, you just go around the board and stuff like that. It's kind of like
Really?
the first game of Monopoly.
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
Huh.
You know how to
I
build
never saw
the
that.
board?
I got a board, my brother made one at home from like back in the day. I don't know, I don't have a picture of it though.
You know how to pitch pennies? You ever play that?
No.
You throw the penny against the wall, the one that's closest to the wall wins?
Oh no, I never played that.
I know how to play Snap.
What's Snap?
It was from years ago.
What is
I can't
it?
even remember. You put cards down, and if you put the same card down, you say Snap. It was very less complicated than all this.
Sounds a little like
What?
war.
It sounds like war. What about Uno? You guys play
Yeah,
Uno?
Uno.
Uno, yeah.
Uno?
Uno's a great game.
You play Uno? You guys play Uno?
That's what I was saying, Uno. But I don't
You play it?
I don't play like.
You don't like board games?
I'm either working out or I'm playing video games.
You rather play video games?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Snakes and ladders.
Do people still play board games?
Yes.
They do.
Parcheesi? You ever play
do.
Parcheesi?
Uh-huh.
Parcheesi's a good game. We used to drink on Parcheesi. Every time I captured somebody, you had to take a shot.
See, that made it interesting because Parcheesi can be so long and boring.
Yeah, but when you
I hate
drink,
Monopoly.
it's really. Let's buy a Parcheesi board, and I'll show you how to play it Freddy style. And we have a couple of bottles, and every time you got sent back home, you got to take a shot.
So it's like looting.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
And then you got to get all your pieces into this
Go
well.
back home, right?
Yeah.
That's what. That's how looting's played.
Oh,
You get
really?
coins, you have to make it back home, and then.
Correct.
It sounds
But here
like
we did the
Parcheesi.
old, because you got to have different booze. Because now, back in the day, it was only whiskey. That's what we drank. And we used to play this game. Sometimes it lasted hours.
Oh,
You
my
should have
God.
seen people were like this on the floor.
Parcheesi can last so long.
Parcheesi is a good. Monopoly. You guys play Monopoly?
Yep.
Yeah, that's another one
You
that
like
takes
it?
forever.
See, he wasn't listening. How many times did I say Monopoly?
Yeah, but Monopoly got boring after a while.
I
I
like
mean,
Monopoly.
it's not.
Too
It's
long.
not boring. You just gotta play right.
And the banker always,
Banker cheats.
and the banker always cheats.
Yeah.
Always. My brother cheated. May he rest in peace. My sister was a banker. The only one that didn't cheat was me, and the one that always lost was me.
Right.
Well, what about Scrabble?
Scrabble?
I like
Scrabble
Scrabble.
is good.
That's too educated.
I like Scrabble.
I can't spell.
I can't either. I'm dyslexic. But
There's no energy, and I can't spell for. I used to make up words, and they say no, you can't use that.
I can't spell either.
So Sudoku is your word? Your game?
Jim Rummy?
I was just going to say that. Gin Rummy.
What is it?
Sudoku.
Sudoku is another good one. That's too many. It
Those
hurts my
are-
head. What did you say?
Rummy Cube.
What is that?
What is that?
Rummy
Play
Cube.
Rummy Cube?
Oh,
One of
that
my favorite games.
that is a fun game. Rummy
That
Cube.
is such an old game.
I don't know Rummy Cube.
Rummy Q. Let's
It's a-
play it.
So it basically is a like tile game, and all the tiles have numbers on them, and your goal is to get rid of all of the tiles that you have. So, me and my friends play it. So there's 3 of us. You pick up like 14 tiles, and all of the numbers, like your goal is to get rid of all of your tiles on your board, and you play them by making groups of 3 like numbers. So it's numbers 1 through like 13, I think, and they're different colors. So you can only group 1s together or 2s together or 3s together if they're all different colors. But you can also do 1, 2, 3 as long as they're the same color. So it's like a numbers
colors game, strategic game, and you can like move things, whatever. It's
So if you don't
pretty
have a
fun.
move, you have to take another tile?
Yes.
Oh, man, that
Yeah.
could last forever.
It's a lot of fun though. It really is. It's a great game.
Until you run out of tiles, but yeah.
And then what happens when you run out of time?
When you run out of tiles.
How do you win?
How do you win?
You have to get rid of all of your tiles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once
if
you
you
get
get
rid of
rid of
all your
everything.
tiles, you win.
And if at the end there's no more tiles to pick, you
If
count
there's
them
no more
up?
tiles to pick, you should be able to keep playing. Yeah, you should be able to make a move, but you.
Is there a
and-
board game for that? A board?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we should play. We should do a game night.
It is a board game. I'll bring it in if you want it.
That's a good idea.
We should do a game
night.
game night. I had in the garage. I had 27 games. We used to play all the time, different game boards. What's the other one? Where
Connect Four?
do we have it in the back? I think. And
Which
you ask
one?
questions. Something
Oh, bad choices?
Humanity.
Oh, Cards Against Humanity. The one you have back there is called Bad Choices.
Bad
That's
choices.
just as bad.
Yeah.
I like that game.
That game's pretty funny.
You should have seen they were playing here one day in there, and they're a bunch of liars. Danny, biggest liar. They lied through their teeth. And you have to answer it honestly. Is that the way it worked? The one that we played in there?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Has anyone played the game where
can bring it up.
you get a word, you have to draw it, send it to the left, and they have to figure out what you drew, and then the next person, you go all the way around?
Pictionary?
No.
Pictionary we used to play.
It's actually
Pictionary is
very
Out
funny.
of all the ones I
I've never
talked
heard
about.
that.
I have it at home, and I'm not thinking of
There's
the.
a game called Telestrations.
Is that what
might
it is?
be that.
I think that's what it is.
Telestrations. That is so much fun.
It's like a game
Illustration?
Pictionary.
Telestrations.
Telestrations.
I never heard of
I
that.
have like the inappropriate version.
Yeah, I do too.
An inappropriate
That's
version?
yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's very. I can bring it too if we ever decide to play this, but super fun.
You end up laughing, especially if there's drinking involved. But you
Has
end
to,
up
you
laughing
got to play
like
the game
crazy.
boards with drinking. Yeah. If you don't do that, you're like, by the end of the night, it's like boring.
Freddie would be funny at that because he would mess up so many times playing
Taboo?
that game. Taboo, yeah.
What is taboo?
So it's like a guessing game. You're on teams,
Yeah.
and one person's the guesser, and the other person has to explain what's written on the card. But
We
there's-
played that here.
No,
We're
but
doing.
there's like, did we? I don't.
Yes,
I don't
and I
remember that.
stink at it.
But there's like certain
Stink.
words you can't use to describe whatever the word you actually have to say. So it's pretty hard to like try to explain what it is without using these certain keywords. And
Do you ever remember the comedian Jeff Foxworthy?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have 2 card games of his where he takes them from his stuff where he asks these questions, and stuff, and the answers are hilarious, and it's
Really?
great. You have to come up with the stuff on it. It's hilarious. It's
I didn't even know he had games.
Now in here, the problem.
Charades. Do you remember charades? That's the
Charades?
charades in
Charades.
English.
It's charade. What the hell is a charade? Charades.
charades. In
Charade.
England, it's charades. No, it's probably charades.
Charade.
But that's
That's in
interesting.
proper English.
It's still
Now,
going after all
now what I
these
hate
years,
about
right?
in here when they play games, she always wins.
Oh,
We
she's
don't even
skilled.
let her play. She can't play because Jay wins every game we do.
Does she cheat?
I can't play what? Because I
Any
love
game,
board
you win 'em
games.
all.
I love board games.
Are you good at board games?
Yeah, pretty good.
You got to beat her. So we have to separate them. No,
Exactly.
no.
Oh, then it's over.
We ain't doing that. And
Then
you
it's
can only
over.
answer one time. She goes to every game we have. We have these board games. We tried doing this as a bit.
Yeah.
She won every one of them.
You
Wow.
want to play a 2-on-2 basketball game? Call me up.
You ever been to a casino?
I play that
Play
too.
basketball.
Maybe she'll win. She's lucky.
What about card
up?
games? Do
A
you play casino?
Have you ever been to a casino?
Yes, of course.
Are you lucky? Do you win?
I've won a couple times.
Ah, there you
Where
go.
you play blackjack?
No, we do slots.
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 1 hour bandit.
No card games?
You play slots?
I play hard rock bets, bro.
You play that on your
parlay.
phone.
The parlays, bro.
But do you go to the casino? No. You play on your phone. What?
Why is she calling
What?
it that?
Oh, I'm saying you're from the casino.
What is
Give her the mic. Give her the mic. I want the whole world to hear this. What'd
No.
you say?
I said you guys are talking about casinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never gone to a casino and gambled before.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you were talking about just now, G-Man. It has nothing to do with what you were saying.
Oh, we gotta take a road trip
That's
down to the
we were
casino.
talking about it, so I said it. Yeah, no, never.
You like
How
casino?
old are you?
22.
No, I
20. Oh,
lose.
that's why. She's only 22 years old.
Everything. So what?
She's
When I
only
was
qualified to go to a casino.
When I was
for a year.
17, I went to Atlantic City. You kidding me? At 17, because I was a big
Yeah,
kid.
but
didn't say
they
nothing.
card you now. So she.
They card you.
Yeah, at the
You
casino.
don't think that they had cards in the day? You know how that
It's
went.
just never been like, I've
The
never
thing.
had a group of people that have been like, let's go to the casino and gamble. Like, and I'm not going to go by myself.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean?
Don't do
So-
that. Don't,
All right,
definitely
so
don't do that.
road
Maybe I
trip.
found my group.
Road trip.
Casino.
Amusement park no more.
No, forget about that. That's old hat.
That's a
I'm joking.
that's a
Casino.
good show idea. Casino.
That's how we get our 8
They
bands.
don't let me film. I tried.
Oh,
They said no filming.
How did we think of this?
No
I think
film.
we're on to something.
But I think
gonna
it'd be
scare
nice. You know, we
ourselves
know
to death.
Tracy. Maybe Tracy can get us a room, or we could do film there, and everybody goes out. And they don't want you to film the
Only
casinos.
been in a casino to drop.
We should have our own, what's that movie? The Hangover?
Hangover.
We should have our own hangover night. And one of us just gets lost and
boy.
kidnapped.
What's the Hangover? Isn't that where the guy had a tiger?
Yes, yes.
And the guy was on the roof somewhere.
Yes. It's the best movie ever.
So why would you want to do that?
Because why not? That's the epitome of a great night.
YOLO, bro.
Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. We're going to Caesar's Palace in Vegas.
But I want to be at the bend. I don't want to be on the roof.
Just don't get roofied and pass out on the roof.
roofied.
But it'll be fun.
I got to stay away from him. Not to
Yeah.
get
He would be the one to like put like roofies in our drinks.
But we should.
A little fun or whatever. No.
Guy in the white hat. So let me ask you: should we do a road trip to a casino? Where I tell Tracy to set it up.
But you can't even film it.
Yeah,
you
let's
said.
go to the Qatar
can't film
Hotel.
it.
Casino
Yeah.
film.
We
because
can't
there's
film it,
people
but we
in there
can-
that may not want to be seen.
Yeah.
Everything. That's such a crack a cock eye. Everything they do is bonding
It's a
exercise.
bonding exercise.
Everything is bonding. Drinking, bonding. They sent her. They have a bottle to say no bottles. Everything's bonding. They're very slick, very quick.
Somebody needs to bond. Who needs to bond?
So we should go down to the casino. We're not doing the Orlando thing.
No, that's how we.
Oh, what's the Orlando?
We do it all.
They want to raise money to go on an Orlando trip.
Casino,
Bonding trip.
bonding.
A bonding
And we
trip.
bond again.
And then we bond some more with the money we made from the casino at the amusement
Here,
park.
let's flip it up so that he gets enthusiastic about it. It's like an emotional support activity.
That ain't helping. That ain't
Because
helping.
we right.
You're supporting
Because
the
you were
casino.
saying that you're not getting enough emotional support
The
at
only
work.
thing you're supporting is the casino.
So what do we do? Do we put $1 a day away so we go to a casino? Are you guys gonna? I mean, you're gonna have to have money. We're gonna raise money. How do you want to do that?
Raise money to gamble.
Raise money to gamble it away?
Don't get
It's a terrible idea.
A GoFundMe page.
GoFundMe.
That's a terrible idea.
We're gonna
Sally
have to
has the
figure it
idea.
out.
A GoFundMe page to go gamble.
Or gamble me.
So how are you gonna raise money to go gamble?
No,
Nobody's
no.
gonna-
Everyone has to have their own money.
Oh. Well, when I go to a casino, I'm going to gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you guys are doing.
So
So we could go to the amusement park.
if
you went around. Oh, then you have to invite. There you go.
Ah,
So you have to invite my son, who's a deadly car shark.
oh, is he really?
Oh, we're gonna hit big.
He's big, and then you have to make.
Is he
a deal
allowed
with
in the
him.
casinos?
Yeah, yeah. No, he doesn't count cars. He's just very lucky. I tell him, that luck runs out. So we're gonna go and raise money for this thing to Orlando. Is that what you're telling me? What if you lose? What if you lose?
Can't go to Orlando.
you don't.
Why is up? Manifestation is key, sir.
What
Just
happened
don't
to the
lose.
car wash?
You stay there for hours upon hours until you win.
You have the money?
You want to go to Orlando?
We have money
We do.
to go to Orlando?
We do.
Well, I hear a lot of we. I guess we do.
We literally already have the money and the trip planned and
Oh,
booked.
you
He's
manifest?
doing the whole
Yes.
manifestation
We
thing.
have the money already.
I don't know. I just see dust in my palm.
That's what money transfers.
So when are we going? Maybe let's stay quiet.
Like,
when are we leaving?
We'll
When
go.
is the
We'll
train
go
leaving?
and like.
What Tracy talking about?
Orlando. Oh no, I can talk to
Orlando,
Tracy.
Orlando.
But, well, no, we could
We talking
go.
about Orlando.
Yeah,
No, we'll go like June.
we're going in
We'll
June.
go in June.
What about like April?
All right,
So
July.
far, we got June, July, and August.
Because August and September are too far, and June and May are too soon. So July is perfect.
So July is the time, July, like a July 15th? Is that the,
So
Sure.
Orlando for what? Disney or?
I don't know, they're doing a bond exercise.
We're gonna go. Yeah.
Now, did you talk to everybody? Gato, you in for the 15th of July? You with us?
He's like, hell yeah.
He nodded yes.
You don't understand, Jay, the
Bonding.
bonding exercise? Bonding.
They need to go, we used to go to the bowling alley and bond. They need to go all the way to Orlando to bond. At $200 a person.
Can't you bond in here? Can't you bond in here, guys?
That's how massive the
Because it's the road trip, Jay.
Can't we just have an excuse to go to an amusement park?
Yeah.
That's literally
It's
it.
special bonding.
But I told you, let's go on the 21st, let's go muddy, and you guys said no.
Oh, is the mudding gone?
No, it's there.
Still ready to go, ain't it? The 21st.
Yeah.
So what's up?
You guys are doing it?
I
See
don't know
how
if
this
I,
take
I don't know
place.
if I'm available.
I'm sorry?
I might not be available.
Well, you see, if you're not available, then we ain't going. Nobody was available.
Oh, so
you're
I'm
not
like the
going,
anchor or
Dawn's not
something?
going, she's not going. Only me and you're gonna go. We'll be the only mutters.
Let me see this. You said the 21st?
Oh, he's checking his calendar.
It's a Friday, bro.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got 3 days. It's a 3-day event. You want to go muddy? Sally, you want to go muddy?
I have to think about it.
You
Yeah,
have to
why
think about
not?
it?
When in July?
No, it's
March.
March 21st.
Oh,
It's in a
I
few
don't know what
days.
that was about. I was still on the bonding in Orlando.
It's funny. Mudding is tough because you get dirty. But yeah, Orlando, they
What
want
is
to go.
going
up
on
there.
in March?
They got cars in the mud, and they have it's like concerts and camping and
Sounds like a
eating
good
and
idea for
drinking.
everybody else. I'm not sure about myself.
Sounds like a good bonding.
Dawn is not going because she
I
said she
saw
can't
you
get
didn't
dressed.
even bother to ask me.
Freddie,
I know
can't-
you ain't going.
There's no way I'm going to bond that way.
Why?
Because I'll be screaming. There's a mosquito. There's a spider.
I like my bonding a lot cleaner.
I agree. We can
There's
bond
nothing
together
like
somewhere
it's
else.
nothing like bonding in
Sally,
mud.
would you like to go get tea?
I would love that.
Isn't this
There
kind
you
of a
go.
guy thing?
No, there's women that have these trucks. Some of the kids are gonna
Seriously,
Yeah.
can you see me doing that?
go. Yeah.
Okay.
I tie your hair up. I put some blackout hair.
Oh, Lord.
Put some fatigues.
I can't
Put on
see.
boots.
I like the idea of tea better, Jen.
That'd be you. Look, that'd be
Bonding.
us. There you go, bonding on the ocean.
They have a fire
Now-
in the water.
Now we talked about having a luau. Are we still doing the luau for Dawn's birthday?
I would like to do that.
Are we gonna do it here or on the beach?
Why would we do
Ooh, on the
that
beach.
here?
On the beaches sounds cool.
That's the 24th.
Of what?
March.
24th of March, luau.
That's a Thursday.
Is it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
25th was a Friday.
Wednesday is the 19th, so it's that.
Oh, I know about yours.
We could do it. We could do it on the following, not this week coming, the following week. When's the 24th? A Tuesday or Monday? What is it?
It's a Monday?
Would this be at night?
I don't know. I'm just following. They said
It's a
they
whole
wanted-
day. It's a whole day
Because you
affair.
have the torches
Right,
and the
yeah.
whole, you know,
Do
the
you
whole
still
thing.
do that fire thing?
Hmm.
And the beach is there, so when you put your hair on fire, you run into the ocean.
Right.
You do a fire thing?
I don't do a fire thing.
What fire thing does he do?
Woo! He drinks. He never do anything.
We need
St.
that.
Patrick's Day is Monday.
We need that lady
I
who
know.
was here who was dancing with the fire and the stuff. She would.
Are we doing
Remember
green beer on Monday?
Bring beer on Monday.
Green beer. on Monday.
Green beer.
For St. Patrick's Day?
Of course.
It's St. Patty's Day, the 17th.
This coming
17th.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day. You guys celebrate St. Patty's Day?
Yeah.
You do?
Sure.
What do you do?
Green beer?
Green beer? We got green burgers. We got green hot dogs.
Beer.
Yeah. Everything's green on St. Patty's Day.
Don't come
No, you wear green. You don't have to consume green.
Oh, you gotta consume green.
Broccoli?
Yeah, we're gonna have trays of broccoli salad.
Broccoli, all right.
They have green broccoli. I mean, green sausages and hamburgers.
Green eggs and ham. Yummy.
That sounds terrible.
You guys
No.
want to eat a green? What do you do? So say you don't celebrate the 17th?
St. Patrick's Day? I'm not Irish.
That's this
Neither am I. But every year they celebrate my birthday on the 17th. You would think I was born on the 17th.
Yeah, but your birthday's on the 19th.
Yeah.
When
But
is
we
my-
go
is
from the
this coming
17th to the
Monday?
19th.
Well, it's the St. Patrick's Day is halfway between my birthday and your birthday.
Yeah.
So,
So we have to
you know, it's
celebrate.
Right there.
So you
Okay,
guys
so
should go
here's
out
what
together.
This is what I'm hearing.
what
So
do you got?
in between,
There you go.
so
green
on St. Patrick's Day is the start of our bender for the rest of March. meaning every single day we're drinking till we collapse.
Are we trying to die?
Okay.
No, it'll be like the ultimate health challenge.
She's gonna last not even a day. Not even a day. She's gonna last.
Oh, I bet I could prove you wrong.
I think I'm starting already.
Mona Lisa.
3 days.
Mona Lisa is, I don't know. She must have caught a second wind because she wasn't feeling well. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
she
feel
didn't want
fine.
to
I'm
talk.
just tired.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to be up, and so the bender starts on the 17th. All right,
Okay.
all in. Heineken's
Okay,
starting
that's gross.
Monday.
Heinekens are actually awful.
Those are green buckles. We call them green buckles in Jamaica.
Green buckles?
Green,
Buckle.
green what? Bubbles? Bottles?
What is
oh,
it?
bottles.
Bottle.
Green bottles. We call it green bottle.
Little. Yeah. Like how you said little.
You're gonna be a dirty bottle.
I don't know how to take that.
Tell him. What's his name again?
Gato?
Gato. Tell him. Gato. So starting Monday, case of Heineken, get it down at Tuesday, Wednesday. You want to do that?
Okay, can we choose something that actually sounds good?
It has to be green.
No, Freddie.
We can imagine it.
How about we do Corona with a lime? That's green.
That's green. That is green.
Hey, there you go.
So it's yellow with a green line, a bender from Monday to. We might as well just close down.
No, we're not gonna close down.
We have to do it in shifts. What do we got Monday?
It's
My
shifts.
show.
We don't have
Sally's show. What are you gonna do at Sally's show? Drunk?
Drinking rotations.
Drinking rotation.
Oh,
Guys,
so
can we come to
somebody
my
will be
show?
sober at all times.
My show is on my
Don't be
person.
sober. Don't drink.
No, but I'm not drinking beer. No.
And now we're gonna be specific. So what are we
I'll
drinking?
bring my own alcohol and liquor of choice.
What do you bring?
What do you drink?
I'll bring gin.
Ooh.
Oh, I got plenty. I got so
Whoa.
much gin there. Nobody drinks gin.
No.
I
Nobody.
drink gin.
Nobody drinks gin.
Really?
I got so much gin there I can open a gin mill.
I love gin and tonic.
Gin and tonics are like the best drinks ever.
Oh,
Gin
we
and
get-
lemonade. You could probably have 30 million gin and lemonades, and you'd be fine.
Honestly, don't know how gin tastes.
Really?
It tastes like an
It's
armpit.
refreshing.
They know the name.
It's
Gin
refreshing.
and tonic, and that was back in the day. It was gin with grapefruit juice.
Oh, yeah. Gin
Isn't
and
gin a
grapefruit
strong-
juice.
it's got a
Toronjin.
strong
It's called a
taste?
It doesn't have a
toronjin.
strong taste. Yeah.
It's called toronjin. My uncle Tiso used to drink it and say, the grapefruit juice is very good for you, but it was about this much grapefruit.
It was a splash.
Yeah.
Little splash.
For liquor, you're just gonna get the job.
All right, so you guys got your game plan for Monday, starting Monday? Bring your gin, bring your this, bring your that. And we're gonna play
Casino.
Hangover movie.
Casino Orlando. But
Wow.
what if you lose?
You don't. Freddie, there is no losing here.
Bro,
We don't
there's no
lose.
losing here, bro. There's no
Who
losing.
are we?
I'm gonna get towels.
DJ Khaled.
I'm gonna get towels so when they start to cry.
He's
All
a-
right, so
he's a
we're gonna are we gonna
manifester.
manifester? Are we going to play game boards starting Monday? We're gonna bring in game boards.
Do segments like that?
Yeah,
Sure. We can bring.
we can put it in Studio A, put a camera on it. Game boards. Start Monday until the 24th when we have the luau.
Okay.
Pass the poi.
Pass the poi.
You know what that is?
I just said pass the plate. How about that? How you know about that?
Pass the plate.
Yeah.
Pass the. You know what poi is?
Boy,
Yeah.
I know boyo.
It's probably Dawn calling.
What are you doing in my show?
You remember Pass the poi?
No.
Pasta.
I mean,
used to
poi is
play
a Hawaiian.
You know who it is?
Did you guys play Spin the
That
Bottle?
was a movie.
Spin the bottle. Sally wants to play spin the bottle.
That was a movie.
Years ago in England, that used to be. We used,
No.
used to say we got it from America. That's how you
What,
play.
poi?
No,
Spin
spin
the
the
bottle.
bottle.
You play that?
Bottles.
Who
I
said
was
spin the bottle?
growing up. That was popular.
You guys play that?
No.
Do you know what that
You
is?
won't know what it is.
Yes,
From.
obviously.
So how do you know if you never played it?
Because it's a popular game.
Oh, is it?
It's like a
Still?
truth or dare. Yeah.
They still play that?
Do they still
No,
play it?
only
I don't
movies.
think people still play that.
Do they still go in the closet?
In the closet.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
7
7
minutes,
Minutes in
of heaven?
heaven.
7 minutes of heaven, you
7
come out
minutes in heaven.
and the people are like a mess.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I never heard of that.
You never
Seven
played
hours?
Spin the Bottle?
Oh, Spin the Bottle, yeah. But
So you had
something
7
about
minutes of
closet.
heaven.
So whoever you go into the closet with.
Oh, we did it differently in London.
What you do?
What
in
did you do in
London?
London?
I don't remember. It's so long ago. But I don't remember going into a closet.
She doesn't want to say.
I don't. Yeah, it's true.
And you had to spot the tea. Wow.
I
Which
think
one?
Dare is popular. Yeah.
Truth or dare?
That's a great
That's
game.
gonna
That
go
was,
on for
There you go, spin the
generations.
bottle. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
It's funny. So you never played the game, or you're not telling us you played the game?
Which one?
Spin the
Spin
bottle.
the bottle.
No, I've never played it. I
Ever?
don't want to play it.
Oh. How
You
about
ever played it?
Twister?
No, hold on a second. You ever played spin the bottle?
No.
Never?
No, I was just telling Heather, I was like, I think that was kind of like phasing out when we were like in that era. People thought it was like lame, low key. So we played
never
like
played
Truth or
it
Dare, stuff like that.
You never played spin the bottle?
Never have I ever, stuff like that.
Maybe I played it one time.
What, spin a bottle?
Yeah. I think that's how I met Vashti.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
I was playing spin a bottle.
Maybe that's how it happened.
Are you what?
Talking about it.
Wait, what, you steal the bottle?
No, I was the bottle.
Oh,
You were the bottle.
Spin the G-Man.
Anyway.
Twister was a good game. You ever play that drinking?
Is there another way?
That seems like a good way to start.
No, you had to play Twister drinking.
But you don't do it when you have the spins. Like you gotta make sure you're like buzz when you do Twister when you're drinking.
Yeah, you got to be buzzed.
Is that similar to spin the bottle?
Twister?
Twister? I don't know what
That's
that
the one
is.
with all the circles on the
Twister?
floor.
It's a big,
We didn't have
a
that.
big mat on the floor with all different colored dots, and you had to put your right hand on one dot on red, and then your left foot on blue, and
Yeah, but when there's people that you get
We never
intertwined,
have that
Right, so
in
you
London.
end up all
you
twisted.
get all twisted.
Never had that.
Once it got a little too
Hectic? I was like, nah.
weird, I did.
You got him doing this, and she in front of his like that. I'm like, oh, they twisted.
That's the point.
That's the object of the game, is to be twisted. All right, good stuff. Well, that's a throwback memory lane.
Yeah, really.
And if you have a game that you played back in the day, there's so many different games. Parcheesi, there was a lot of different games. Headache, you guys play Headache? No?
No, no headache.
Manhunt was another one.
Clue is so much fun.
Clue.
What a boring
Yeah.
game.
Thank you.
How is that boring compared to Monopoly? How is that boring?
I
You're
liked
having
Clue.
you need to solve a mystery.
Yeah, I liked Clue.
Well, I never,
Solve it. They did it. They got away with it.
I never solved
Not
a
if it
game.
got solved.
I
You
never
don't get it. You don't
solved
get
a
it.
Clue game.
No?
Don't get me.
I never solved a game of Clue.
I was good at Clue.
I bet you were. Like a detective. Detective Clouseau. I never won a Clue, so I didn't play.
No?
What's the one when you have a card and you read the question on the card and on the back is the answer?
Like Trivia Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. I forgot.
Those are fun.
I love trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we know.
Okay.
Shit.
Do you win that too? Yeah. She wins everything.
She wins anything. Pictionary, I won't play with Jay Harmon because he's going to draw like.
He's gonna.
You got to draw like with your foot. You can't draw with your hands because you'll
Are
draw
you
the
left
Mona
or
Lisa and we'll know what it
right-handed?
is.
So then you should draw with your left hand.
draw with my left hand.
No.
If I do that, it's called a handicap.
No.
Yeah.
No, he still
If I
can
draw,
draw.
no one's going to know what it is.
That's half the fun, though.
My sister and her friends had a signal. So when we used to play men against the guys against the girls, they always won. And we caught them one night cheating. They would pass each other the note
Oh.
in their shoes. 'Cause they used to wear open-end shoes like that, and they would put the note
Under
in
the
the
shoe.
shoe. And they used to take the
Clever.
note and read it and wait and wait and wait, and they used to win.
Clever.
Until me and Gigi caught them and says, you guys have been cheating. And this went on for weeks. Because we had to buy the drinks.
You
Loser had to
didn't
buy.
notice for weeks that they were
for weeks.
passing notes on the shoe?
Wait, I still told my sister, man, I'd never play a game with you again.
You know what is fun? When you say a word in a sentence and you whisper it to the next one, and if there's like 20 people by
that's
the
called
time.
operator.
Telephone.
But that can be fun.
Telephone operator, whatever,
Operator
yeah.
was the
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
though.
bad boy.
operation.
At the end, it's
with
nothing
his-
like the first.
Yeah, that was operation.
Right, it's all different.
ah.
You guys remember Operation?
Yeah.
Operation.
Stupidest game I've ever seen.
I don't know
love
why
that
they made
game.
it, bro. It was
I
fun
love
though.
that
but I don't
game.
know
My
why
cousin
they
couldn't
made
get, I think it was the heart thing or something. Every time, so I said, bro, just go like
it.
this.
Shake him out.
Y'all ever play what was it? Hungry Hungry Hippo?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I
That's a
played that
good
with
That game
Joey.
ate.
You
That's
like that?
Eight
That
down.
game 8. Yeah, literally.
That's the game you like to play? Of all the
I was just
games?
saying, it was a fun game.
What about Simon? Did I already play Simon?
Simon Says.
No, with the lights.
The lights.
Oh,
You have to
whack-a-mole.
remember the.
No, it was
smack it,
all
it gives you
different
a thing, you
cover
have to-
light,
You have to
colored
remember the
lights.
sequence.
It would come out in a sequence, so it'd be like blue, red, yellow, blue, and then you have
You
to
know,
replay it.
you know what
Oh.
they play now? It's the one where you dance and you follow it on your TV and you got to follow the colors.
Oh yeah.
Just Dance?
Just Dance?
Just Dance.
That's been around for ages.
That's not now. That's
But I see that they still play that in the
Oh, you're talking about Dance Dance Revolution.
that thing. Yes.
And they're on the,
And it
they're
has-
on the bar. And they,
Yes, and it has
Yeah,
a bar
yeah.
and everything to hold on to.
Yeah,
It's really
Dance Dance
intense.
Revolution. That game
longer
has
than
been
Just
longer than
Yeah.
Just Dance.
I just remember
that's fun to
dominoes.
watch.
I've seen people go crazy on that game.
Yeah.
Actually, that was fun.
Now we were talking about dominoes. We want to do
Dominoes
it.
are fun.
We should do a domino tournament.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I like dominoes.
You guys play dominoes?
Oh, Big Man. Come on, Big Man.
Yeah, I learned that in St.
Every time I
Martin.
say dominoes, he turns Jamaican.
When I was in St.
'Cause it's
Martin, G-Man.
Domino School.
When I was in St. Martin, because I was there for a couple of years,
Uh-huh.
that's when I learned to play dominoes. It was fun. They were all on the street playing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
my parents like to go to cruises. They've been to St. Martin a few
Well,
times.
we Cubans play dominoes a lot. So.
Yeah,
We
Domino School.
Latinos just drink a lot.
Domino.
What's a domino?
I
Domino's
think
is
the
cool.
first
You ever
card
play-
game I ever
there's so many
remember
different
playing was called Old Maid.
That's why I was like,
Oh, that's
I was
old.
playing with some
Ever heard of
Zoes
that?
and it was
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's old.
I'm like, bro,
That is old.
ain't no way I'm
That is
drinking
old.
the
Play
game.
gin rummy.
You feel me?
Play gin rummy?
Yeah, of
That's a
course.
proper game.
And Kaluki? Was it called Kaluki?
Kaluki? I
Don't
don't
know
know.
Kaluki.
I don't know
What
that
about
one.
canasta?
Canasta, yeah.
I've heard of canasta.
Canasta.
I
That's a
never
Jewish
know it.
game.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else? I don't play it. Mahjong? Do you play
Just like
Mahjong?
that.
No.
There's G-Man.
I mean, I've heard of
how you
it.
play
I
don't
don't
play it.
That he just did a copy cool. So when you end up the game with a double blank, that's a copy cool. You get 100.
Ah.
No, at the end of the game. If you hit that, you get 100 points. Copy cool?
Copy cool?
That's what we call it.
All right.
All right, so let's say farewell, goodbye. Well, let's move on. Our show coming up is gonna be inside the artist's mind for now, until we change it.
Or the
They
creator.
don't know who they're going to interview yet, but I'll let you in a little secret. You know this person, so bring it back. Dawn, I hope you're having fun. You want to say goodbye?
Great being with you guys. Play some games over
Yeah.
the weekend.
We've had a lot of
Be
experience.
safe and don't drink a lot. We'll see you on Monday. That's okay. Go ahead.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.